And now for something a little bit different. We're going to go and have a look at Sydney CBD again, which is something I haven't done for a very long time. And I happen to be staying in the CBD for one night only before jumping on a plane going to Perth. And I took the opportunity to walk up and down both King Street and Pitt Street. And on my second walk, I thought I'll actually take some footage and see if I can stitch together a video of what they look like today. And after walking up and down King Street and wondering why there was a missing link, shortly after this post popped up from Rob Stokes saying, yep, we're going to start working on the missing link before long, and had some art and maps and stuff on what it's going to look like. So good stuff there. It's been a long time coming. It'll be really good when that gets finally built. So yeah, lots and lots of bike parking around the Sydney CBD, that's for sure. Lots more than what I remember. And look, this is just an interesting building that I thought I'd film, because this is where I stopped for breakfast on Monday, and opposite the Botanic Gardens, etc. Really interesting building with a cafe kind of tucked away almost in an invisible spot. I had to go looking for it. I really like the location and the view, etc., but it was noisy. Almost needed noise cancelling headphones to sit there on that busy road. But breakfast was good, and it was a nice place on my walk. Now, I managed to get all the way down to the rocks and Circular Quay before it started raining. Now, down at the Circular Quay and Pitt Street, the bike lane is still a bit of a mess because there's a construction site here, and I presume what they're doing is waiting for this site to finish, and then they'll come in and complete the bike lane all the way down to the ferry wharves. I mean, that's what I would do rather than risk having it messed up by concrete trucks and all the rest of it doing deliveries. But the rest of the street has been finished, and I've got to say it's been finished beautifully to a high quality standard. Looking at it as a pedestrian, and just this easy mart here, just wall-to-wall junk food. I mean, no wonder we've got an obesity epidemic when you look at, there was just not a single healthy option in there that I could see. Anyway, back to Pitt Street. From a visual perspective, it looks quite good. They've got the road lane, then a concrete barrier that cars can't drive over, then the bike lane, and then they've put in this kind of cobbled section in between. And in some areas they've put in flower beds, and other areas they've put in seating, which was a bit of a mystery to me. I mean, who's going to want to sit there and just look at the window of the Easy Mart with all that junk food there? I did see smokers sitting out there in those seats, but I didn't see anyone else making use of them. So I could understand putting flower beds all the way down, particularly with flowers in, because that would make this a really nice, colourful ride all the way down to the Circular Quay. But instead they've gone with these kind of black cobbles with seats in them. So I don't know who made that decision. Maybe they've got their reasons, but I would have done it differently. But look, anyway, the good thing is with this cobbled areas is there's lots of bike parking all the way along here. Which is really good, and good use was being made of it too. So I think it just shows that if you put in bike parking, people will come. It was just, for me, the design decisions were a bit weird. But look, one thing I did discover is you cannot review a bike lane unless you're on a bike. Doing it on foot is next to impossible, and that's really a lesson that should be rammed home to council staff and planners and all the rest of it, that's how you have to do things. And that was me just filming the missing link up King Street, wondering when the heck it's going to happen, and obviously we know it's going to happen now. Anyway, my walk was cut short by the rain, so I didn't get to do much else. So yeah, Pitt Street certainly looking a hell of a lot better. King Street, great that it's getting the missing link before long. But like I said, the only way you can really review these things is to jump on a bike and ride up and down them. That's the strongest lesson I drew from that. Is as nice as it was to walk up and down and take things in slowly, etc. You really only get to understand whether a bike lane is working or not by riding up and down it. And for all those councils, that aren't putting in much bike parking, those Sydney City Council has just bombarded the CBD with bike parking, and I saw it was getting pretty good use. So thumbs up there. Wish other councils would follow suit and do the same as these guys are.